No one likes criticism, do they? But since it's inevitable in this life, we should think about how to respond to it well. Our natural response to criticism is often denial, defensiveness, and anger, not real great responses. But as people of faith, there's a really important question that we should ask. We should ask, God, what in this may be true? God, what may you have for me to learn from this criticism? Because the truth is that God so often speaks to us through others, sometimes through unlikely people. There's a story in the Bible about a man named Balaam, and God offers him a word of correction through his donkey. If God could speak to Balaam through his donkey, God can certainly speak to us through our critics. And the point is that criticism is often an opportunity for us to gain correction from God. Proverbs 16:31 and 32 says this: whoever heeds life-giving correction will be at home among the wise. Those who disregard discipline despise themselves, but the one who heeds correction gains understanding. Wisdom's instruction is to fear the Lord, and humility comes before honor. This proverb says that being a teachable person is really important if we want to become wise. It also says that accepting correction is a really key part of our development personally. And it also adds that a humble submission to God's correction leads us to wisdom and honor. And these are all things that as people of faith, we should aspire to. Now, since criticism is often hard, sometimes we need some time to process it. It's often good to just receive criticism and not give a response and tell the person you're going to think about it and get back to them. But we do need to then get back to them. And when we do, we need to own whatever they've said is true. Humbly own it, thank them for pointing it out, and affirm that we're going to correct those things. We also will then have an opportunity to explain what need to be explained, to clarify what needs to be clarified. We don't need to affirm criticism that's not accurate. But whether we respond in the moment or we take some time, there are some other real opportunities that come to us when we receive criticism. And one of those is that it's an opportunity for us to develop and to display maturity. Maturity by keeping our emotions in check and not giving a knee-jerk reaction of anger, defensiveness, and denial. This is a great character quality for us to develop that will serve us well in our lives and will cause others to respect us. Receiving criticism is also an opportunity for us to treat our critics with kindness. You know, when someone offers criticism, they are generally ready for anger and response. They are ready for defensiveness. They are ready for denial. But if instead we respond thoughtfully and with kindness, it can have a huge transformational effect, sometimes on the situation and even on the person. This kind of kindness can even sometimes turn an enemy into a friend. Proverbs 15:1 says, "A gentle answer turns away wrath, a harsh word stirs up anger," and that is some truth for us. Finally, receiving criticism is an opportunity for us to also remember how we'd like to offer criticism. Because we not only want to receive it well, we would want to give it well. So it's an opportunity to ask ourselves, do I offer criticism constructively? Do I offer it to others in the way that I'd like to receive it? Because if we do these things, if we take advantages of these opportunities, we can take criticism, which often feels very negative, and turn it into something that can be a real positive.